welcome to our next video in the series. And this one, another problem that people face when, that you probably have faced when you're trying to learn tarot is there's so much information out there.
So much.
So much.
Oh, it's confusing. It's overwhelming.
Right. And if you don't have a focused system to follow, you're going to go to this book, then you're going to read this book, then you're going to read that blog post, and then you're going to, learn to meditate with the Kabbalah alphabet or whatever it is.
Yeah, totally off track. Totally what you're not supposed to do is what you might be doing, or you might have been doing all along, and feeling lost and completely feeling like you're stuck in a corner.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. There's so much to learn. The tarot cards are already, it's kind of it is a book of life or book of changes, like the I Ching. If you've ever heard of the I Ching, tarot is the same idea. It's a book of life, a book of changes. So there's already a lot to it.
It is.
Okay.
I was just going to say, mind you, all that other stuff is great, add-ons.
Yeah.
But to read the cards, really, to really get it, you just got to do the basics.
Right.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
Absolutely. That's perfect point, babe. I was going to say the same thing. Can I call you babe here?
Oh, I think so.
All right. So
my husband might not like that.
Excuse me. So the cards are, if you're getting off track, what we're trying to say is having a system and staying to the fundamentals. If you've ever heard of the Pareto principle, it doesn't matter. It's just the 80-20 idea that 20% of what you do gives you 80% of the results. So in this case, we want to keep you focused on the 20% of the things that matter with becoming a confident tarot reader who gives powerful readings. You don't need to know all these sophisticated techniques, not at the beginning anyways. And ultimately, the best teacher of tarot is doing readings and living life and reflecting on life and being aware of life and doing readings. That's really the most powerful way to learn.
Everything is an add-on. Everything's an add-on.
Exactly.
It's basically getting in touch with the higher self and getting in touch with you, getting in touch with the core, and just listening and feeling. And reading is very simple. You can learn every meaning of the cards, but it's not going to do you any good if you don't know what they mean to you, right? And you want to stick to the basics and do the simple.
Right.
Keep it simple.
Right. There are so many esoteric or, occult traditions sort of from the past which made it, and there's nothing wrong with learning those things. If you're inclined that way, it can be fascinating and it can deepen your knowledge. But if you're not inclined that way, it's not necessary. That's to be a great tarot reader, okay? You just need to know the fundamentals, and you need a system that you can feel like you can relax because you trust that system is going to keep you on course to take you from A to B. And you're not going to end up going, oh, maybe you're going to read something in a book and you're going to think, oh, now I need to learn this. And then you're going to think, oh, now I need to learn astrology before I can understand tarot again. And you get sidetracked over there. And there are connections with all kinds of things that you can make, but right now, you want to stick to your goal of learning to read tarot. Everything else can have its own season, its own time. Right now, you want to set a certain foundation of tarot reading skills within yourself that you can continue to grow as you read tarot and practice tarot moving forward.
The first thing you should know is that you have everything that you need inside of you, because the other is feeling a lack, that you don't have enough. And so this is where you go into the other places. And
good point.
You think, that leads to one thing. I don't know enough. I don't have the right. It's like you're actually a hamster chasing. It's going on the wheel.
Right.
You have everything that you need. The tools are right in front of you. They're very simple. Sometimes we don't want to do it because we think, well, maybe I'll find it if I take that, or if I learn that, if I learn this. And to be honest, I didn't really study any of that.
No.
I don't even know any of that. Dave's studied some stuff.
A ton
of stuff.
That's why I know.
He knows about that. And you know what? To me, it's just, I mean, I'm not dismissing it, but I'm just saying for me, it's way too much information. It creates too much squirrel energy for me. And I like to stay right on point to the specifics, you know, and I love the esoteric. But you know what? You really do have to look at everything as a divination tool. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The cards are your divination tool, and everything that goes on around is actually just a part of the reading. So you have to feel, go inward, and just like listen to the message that you're getting. I'm talking about intuitive messages because that's what this is all about, right?
Yes, but like we said in the previous message or video, intuitive messages aren't just about winging it.
No, it's not winging it. You feel it,
right? And our point as well is it's just about staying on those 20% of the fundamental skills that you need, the basic skills that you need, where you do need to learn certain things, but once you've learned them, you'll have internalized them. That will grow your tarot skills. Then, if you want, you can start exploring some of the more esoteric insights, or you can start associating things with astrology or numerology or whatever other disciplines you're interested in. But in the beginning, set yourself up with the fundamental skills of reading tarot.
Yes.
Yeah. So
keep it simple.
That's it for now, and we'll see you in the next video in a couple of days.
See you then.